Celebrations in France, now the first country in the world to make abortion a guaranteed freedom in the Constitution. Take a look at the last parliamentary vote, the amendment needed. Here it is.
Pour l'adoption, 780. Contre, 72.
The amendment easily reached the 3/5 majority. The French president says this amendment is a direct response to the US Supreme Court decisions to overturn Roe versus Wade. One lawmaker says the vote is a win for women all around the world.
We are celebrating a historic victory. Our vote is a promise made to the future. Never will our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren have to relive the torment that has preceded them. Our vote is also a promise to all women around the world who are fighting for the right to have control over their bodies.
Hence endangers its access. This constitutionalization is perhaps the only victory, in inverted commas, that Emmanuel Macron will have to put on his record after 10 years. Much like a broken clock is right twice a day, did Marine Le Pen just lay bare what's really happening here?
But at the end of the day, this sort of commitment to Emmanuel Macron to enshrine abortion in the Constitution is a really important step, one that enjoys massive public support. And it's not just an expression for sort of keeping abortion on the books, but also to thinking further and additionally about the question of equity when it comes to access and so on. And I think he's also in a way scoring points against Marine Le Pen, even though this is not in her manifesto to roll back as other far-right parties have done. He's nevertheless linking the far-right kind of agenda with detractors, knowing that that is unpopular. And at the same time, I think he's actually scored some points by enshrining abortion in the Constitution, which is something that left-wing voters have been asking for, John.
Hello everyone, may the peace of God be with you. Today I want to talk about France is making abortion a constitutional right. So this means France has become the first country in the world to explicitly include the right to abortion in its constitution. This means it's officially allowed to abort in France. The parliamentarian voted to revise the country's 1958 constitution to unrestrained women guarantee freedom to abort. To overwhelming 780-72 votes saw a standing in the parliament in Versailles when the result was announced. President Emmanuel Macron described the move as a French parade that has sent a universal message. Guys, this is a big news for some and a bad news for many. France is the first country to make the abortion a constitutional right. I don't recall anywhere in the Bible they said they want you to have an abortion. There is a lot of changes going on in the world. The truth is in the Bible. The enemy doesn't want you to practice the truth. Satan is the father of all liars. He wants to make his own way, and he doesn't want you to follow up. What's the Bible says about all this? Killing people. John 8:44. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of liars. What do you think about the abortion constitutional right that the France has made? So women can have the freedom to abort. When you have a fetal, it's an egg, but after 2 weeks becomes a heart, and it's not a blood anymore, even though it's a blood, but there is a life there, there's a soul. You have to deal with God. Watch the next video for more content like this, and I'll see you to the next one. May God bless you and protect you.